All right, guys, I'm so glad that you're on with me. I know that we all have a few more jumping on, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is our Tuesday training. We're talking about unshakable confidence, and I'm really excited about sharing this because I know for me, and we're going to talk about what situational confidence is and core confidence is and different things like that. But in this business, it is key to be able to have confidence in what you're doing, to be able to move forward and to be able to get into action every single day. And I will also say for me, there have been in the 7 years times where I lacked tons of confidence and it kept me out of action. And so if you have big goals, big dreams, you have to be in action. And to be in action, you really do have to have confidence. So I'm thrilled that this is what we're going to be talking about. And I'm super excited that you feel like that it's something important for you as well. I'm going to share my screen because we are going to look at a PowerPoint. I feel like, I know for me, I learn better with seeing and audible. So hopefully this is good for you as well. So let me get this pulled up and we will get ourselves going. Let's see if I can move this. There we go. All right. Let me get me all fixed and then we're gonna get moving. Actually, no, I can't get over here. Oh, perfect. Okay, building unshakable confidence. And, oh, wonderful. And it's not gonna move for me. Let me see. Okay. Y'all give me 2 seconds. This is where situational, oh, there we go. Okay, so let's talk about this. What is confidence? Like I said in the beginning, it's one of the most important qualities in this business to have. I know whenever I changed businesses, so if you are someone that jumped into this business and maybe you did a traditional career, or you were a stay-at-home mama, or you hadn't worked in a couple of years, stepping into something new can be hard and we lack that confidence. But for us to be successful in this business and honestly in life in general, we have to have this quality because the bottom line is people follow someone with confidence. You can't fake that confidence because people are going to sense that. But everyone wants to follow someone that their posture, their words, their actions, the things they do and say show a sign of confidence and integrity. Those are the people that are going to follow. So let's talk a little bit about that. Bob Heilig says it's not the words that make you successful, it's the energy, and that is feeling behind the words that matter. So it's the energy and the feeling. This is something we talked a lot about, that I call it your posture. And I'm always talking about that your posture has to be strong whenever you're sending out voice clips, even whenever you're just sending out messages, the way that you copy that message, the way that the words that you put into that message. If you're confident in stepping out and you know, encouraging that person before you ask them to look at something, all of that, that is energy, that is feelings that you have about yourself. And when you leave voice clips, which I highly recommend that you do, but if you don't have a voice of confidence, they're going to know it. If you're distracted, they're going to know it. If you have a red light story, which we're going to talk about, and you're trying to fake it, they're going to know it. So this is something that you have to build from the very beginning. So what is it? You're not born with it. I think so many people are like, she was born with confidence from the very beginning. She's just had it and she's grown with it. No, confidence is actually created through action. And to be honest with that, confidence is created through action and it changes in seasons of your life. You're single and you get married. You're married and you have children. You start a new career. You leave one job and go to another company. You literally may have confidence in one space and then you move into another arena and you have to rebuild. But the only way that you receive it is through action. So in this business, if you're waiting for results to show up before you feel confident or before you believe in yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. And that's why if you feel stuck right now, this would be one of my first questions is, are you in action? Because the more you do things that are uncomfortable, the more that you put yourself out there, the more that you learn and you allow yourself to possibly fail, you actually are building confidence. And for many of us, we say, maybe tomorrow I'll feel more confident. Maybe tomorrow I'll be more motivated. Maybe tomorrow. If you do that, you'll never go anywhere. You'll go week by week, month by month, and by the end of 2020, you'll be sitting right where you were in January, or possibly have gone backwards in this business. So it is a true action that you'll be taking. It means, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means to have full trust. That is what confidence is. It is a belief and a full trust in someone or something. For us, for me personally, maybe not all, but for me, it's a full trust in God, and that God has called me here and God has called me into this space, but it's also a confidence in myself. And that trust and confidence in myself, once again, is only anchored and rooted for me personally in knowing that God has created me with purpose, with a plan. He has fully equipped me. He has prepared the way for me. That's my confidence. And every day I get to do my own mental work and my own mindset work to remind myself literally every single day whose I am, who I am, what I've been called to do. And that's where my confidence comes from. I love the scripture in Psalm 125:1. It says, those who trust in the Lord are unshakable. It says, are unshakable like Mount Zion. And I love that. Like, you cannot be moved whenever you have that form of confidence. I have often said that this business, many people say this business is a business where it's personal and self-development with a paycheck. I believe that, but I believe even further, it's spiritual development. God is saying, wow, I'm going to give you a platform. I'm going to give you purpose within this business to share with others. But in this, I'm really, really going to deepen your faith if you'll allow me. I'm going to use this business to show you some areas that I want you to grow, but to also build you up, to lean in heavy on me, to trust me fully and completely. I brought you here. This isn't an accident. You are here with purpose, but you are going to have to trust me through it. And I'm going to build your confidence every single day if you will show up and not doubt. So confidence, it isn't tied to competence. And this is an area that I think is super hard for us to understand, but you're going to have to learn new things and you're going to have to get uncomfortable. And when you allow yourself and give yourself permission to learn and to be a student and to be coachable and to ask the questions and to say, how can I be better? And whenever you allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone, do the uncomfortable, possibly even fail, then your confidence will be built. Many of us have it flipped and we are saying, I'm going to get in, I'm just going to learn theory. I'm just going to read the books. I'm just going to show up and do every single training, but not do the work behind it. But doing that, I'm just going to get confident. And once again, it goes back to what we said at the very beginning, confidence only comes with action. And it's not tied to what you know. It's not tied to how good you are at it. It's built with you being in action. So how do you get that confidence? You generate it. You're going to generate that through your thoughts, through what you are focusing on every day, and through the actions that you do. That's where your confidence comes from, is through actions. But you know as well as I do, we've heard it over and over again. Bob Heilig trains on it a lot. We've all gone through his formula for transformation, and that is that our thoughts create our feelings create our actions, and our actions create our result. You are generating, so it goes back to mindset. working on the mind, remembering whose you are, remembering that you were brought here. If everybody can mute themselves, that would be awesome. Then focusing in those areas and getting into action. The more you have confidence, what you are doing is that you are managing your thoughts. You can manage your thoughts. You have red light stories and you have green light stories. You manage, you get to determine, you get to choose, guys. The majority of people go through life numb. They go through life just doing and being mediocre and just going, I'm going to kind of numb out. I'm just going to follow and get through my day and finish. They don't work on mindset. They don't realize that they have the choice. They don't manage their thoughts so that there can be change. But you're different. One of those things that shows that is that you're here. You're here. And you're showing up every single day and you're training and you're wanting to be coached and you're wanting to learn and you're wanting to grow. And you're going to put those things into action. You are different. So I want us to talk a little bit about faith versus fear, because confidence is a belief that things will turn out good. Think about that. Things will turn out good. That's how you build confidence, is in what you believe in your faith. So my question is, do you have faith or do you have fear? Do you live your days in faith or fear? Do you do your business in faith and fear? Do you sit down to do your IPAs with belief or with fear of an outcome? Because that is going to be the result of if you have confidence or if you lack confidence. Faith is that you literally imagine a positive outcome. And fear is that you're gonna have this belief and imagine a negative. I want you to think about this for a minute. When you have a text come through, when you have somebody message you in Messenger and it's a potential, what is your first thought? Is it, oh my gosh, she's going to do this, or she's not going to do this? Is it, if you have a client text you, is your first thought, oh crud, they're gonna quit? They are texting me to tell me that they want to turn off their subscription. Or is it, oh, I'm so excited that Susie has messaged me. I'm thrilled that I get to help her. I wonder what her questions are. And I'm so excited about the results of what's going to happen. Where are you operating out of? And the very first thing of knowing that is, what is your response when you receive something from somebody? What is your response whenever you put people into the 3-day experience? Do you immediately go, they're going to love this. I am so excited that they're in here. They're going to love every testimony. I can't wait to tag them on Marley's testimony, because Marley and my friend, man, they're kind of the same person and they're going to resonate. So I cannot wait. Or are you putting them in trembling, going, oh crud, I hope I've made the right decision. I hope that this really makes them, what if it makes them not want to do, what if it's too many posts? What if they don't like the testimonies? What if they think that we're kind of weird? Like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't put them in. Maybe I'll take them out after tonight. Well, I'll just see. I'll just figure that. How are you operating? Faith or fear? What are your thoughts? You have a choice of managing those thoughts. Are they red light stories or are they green light stories? What is driving your decisions and your actions? Faith or fear? Faith is knowing that when you have adversity, when you have challenges, when there are obstacles, it is realizing that you face that. And you're facing it, it's going to test your faith. It's going to strengthen your faith. It's going to strengthen your character. And it's going to prepare you for your purpose and your future. How are you facing those things? Are you facing those things, adversity, challenges, obstacles, a difficult day? Are you facing it fear-based and going, I'm out? Like, maybe this business isn't for me. I don't think I'm cut out for that. Maybe I'm just not the right person. This isn't the opportunity that I was looking for. It was really easy in the beginning. I got those 3 people. I got those 10 people. It was super fun. Now people are ghosting me. Like, people aren't returning messages. Like, this is getting really hard. I'm really not confident taking that selfie. I don't know, like, should I really be vulnerable? Like, what do I share about? Are you coming from a faith or a fear base whenever you hit those things? Are you really approaching it and going, man, this is a little bit of a challenge, but boy, it's making me rely on God a lot more. It is really deepening my faith because I keep praying about it and God keeps telling me, like, just in my gut, He is saying, stick here. This is your answer. This is your future. This is going to help you. I see what's in your future. You don't. I've got you right where I need for you to be so that you can be provided for, so that you can have quality of life. Are you seeing those things of Him strengthening your character, building you up, equipping and preparing you, because He's building a platform for you to impact lives? So how do you approach that? With faith or fear? I think it's easy to believe and have faith when life is going really good. Man, I just promoted. It was so amazing. Wow, that felt so good. It's really easy to have faith there. Man, God, yes, you are right on, God. Wow. But whenever it gets dark, when it gets hard, when life throws this crazy, out of left field at you, and you go, wow, this is difficult, but I'm going to stand strong. I'm confident. This is where God put me. I'm still going to show up every day. So I want you to really evaluate where you're coming from. Because if you want unshakable confidence, you have to come from a place of belief, a place of faith, and a place of realizing God is for me. He is. I know He is. So to show up and get into action every single day means that you are exercising your faith. That confidence, knowing that you're going to show up, you're going to do the work. Eventually, you will see results. That's confidence. I'm going to do this. Today, I'm going to reach out to 10 people, and I'm going to ask 10 people. And tomorrow, I'm going to wake up again. I'm going to ask 10 more people. I'm going to ask them to join me. I'm going to invite them to a 3-day. I'm going to invite them to watch a video. I'm going to ask them about their health goals or if they have any health concerns. I'm going to do it every single day because I am confident in knowing that if I show up every single day, I will get results. I will. And every day that you show up, you build your confidence. And the next day that you show up, you build your confidence more. And the next day that you show up. But this is the bottom line that you have to understand, is that you're doing it because you are willing, you are worthy, and you are capable. And so I really want y'all all are muted right now, and I can't see you. I don't think you can see each other unless you have your little sidebar open, but you're muted. I want you to say out loud right now, I belong here. I deserve good things. I'm worthy of these blessings in business. Did you say those things out loud? I belong here. I deserve good things. And I'm worthy of these blessings. And I'm worthy of this business. I'm worthy of taking care of people, of reaching out and checking on them, of praying for them, of getting their regimens right. I'm capable of doing that. Y'all know that I don't run every day, but I run a couple of times, 2 or 3 times a week. It's part of my workout every week. And I love running. And I talk out loud when I run. I speak out loud to Jesus. I say amens. I praise the Lord. Sometimes I'll raise my hands whenever I know nobody's driving down the street. Because when you speak out loud, you are changing your brain. You are changing just that neuroplasticity that is happening. And when you change your mindset, your body follows. Scripture speaks towards it. And in Proverbs, it speaks, as a man thinketh, so he is. When you think, I want you to begin to declare and proclaim. And when you speak it out loud, even if you're having your quiet time, read your verses out loud. Even if you're working out, everyone has on headphones and AirPods these days. Nobody else can hear you. And the majority of people will think that you're FaceTiming or talking to someone on the phone. Speak it out loud. You're exercising your faith. You have to get to the place of accepting yourself and loving yourself, realizing that you can figure things out. Put yourself out there. Be willing to fail. Realize that you're a problem solver. You really are. And you've got options. You can figure these things out because you're going to get where you're not competent, but your competence is not connected to competence. You're going to learn. You're going to figure it out, but it only happens if you get into action. So don't attach yourself to the results. If you attach yourselves to every result, man, I sent out 10, I got 10 ghosts. Man, I sent out 5 more. Okay, 3 of them said that they're gonna not be my friend anymore. They're gonna unfriend me. If you literally are connecting to result, that's fear-based. That's not faith-based. Coming at it from a place of, I'm purposed, I'm equipped, I've been called here. That is not about me. If they're ghosting me, that's not about me. That's about them. If they're going to unfriend me, I'm going to pray for them because I am joy-filled and I'm happy. Like, this is the happiness and health company, right? The health and happiness company. Like, I feel great. Maybe that's hard for them. Maybe that's why they're unfriending me. Don't attach yourself to the results. Attach yourself to the actions, because the actions is what builds your confidence. So I want to talk about 2 types of confidence. One is situational and one is core. So situational confidence is things that you feel good. So think about that for a minute. You feel good maybe whenever you're training people or you're teaching, you're a teacher and you're used to being in the classroom and it feels great to be with those kiddos. Maybe it's helping your kids and being a mommy and doing activities with them, homeschooling with them, being really good at a skill set in a job, doing a specific project. That's situational confidence. I feel good about this. I'm good at this. It's that confidence that you have when you know what you're doing. Like, this is awesome. I was made for this, right? But this type of confidence, it's like I was talking about earlier. It leaves when you stop doing what you're good at. You lose that confidence because it was situational. So you're excellent at your job. You're so good at what you do. But you interviewed for a promotion and they gave it to you. And all of a sudden, all that confidence is gone because you're learning a brand new job. It's the next level. You're literally so outside your comfort zone and you're meeting all new people. You've lost your support team. You're starting all over. So it's also like that confidence of you've worked really, 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 really hard for a rank, a promotion within your business, and it feels so good. Maybe you had the best month you have ever had in the history of your business. And then 3 days later, doubt creeps in, fear creeps in, and you're right back. And you think, I don't know that I can do this, because you're now going for a new promotion, a new rank, a new milestone. And it means that you got to lift your lid. You got to get more confidence. You got to get out there a little bit more. You got to get uncomfortable. All of a sudden you have a team. You got to train them. You got to onboard them. That situational confidence has gone away. The second one is core. And this doesn't rely on anything outside. It's not external. Whenever you have core confidence, it's fully internal, and it grows internally as you push your limits, as you get into action. It expands. This core confidence expands when you're outside of your comfort zone. Many of us think, I am going to die if I have to do a live on Facebook or in Insta stories. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die. I'm going to sweat to death. I'm going to possibly pass out. I'm going to be embarrassed and I'm going to die. But I'm going to do it because I was dared to do it today. So I'm going to do it. And you do it and you're like, I didn't die. In fact, it was kind of fun. I kind of was quirky a little bit, but it was okay. But man, I feel pretty good. I think I can do it again. That's that core confidence, and it only grows, it only expands when you get outside of your comfort zone. If you have big dreams and God has given you this unbelievable vision that is bigger than you have to build core confidence. Because you can't do that stuff on your own. It's way bigger than you. But you're going to be equipped and used the more you push your limits, the more that you put yourself out there. So to grow that core confidence, you must stop avoiding the difficult. How many of you sit down and say, okay, I'm showing up today. I said I was going to show up. I'm showing up. Oh, crud, I've got to do my IPA. Man, it is so hard for me to do my IPA. Okay, I'm going to go get back in bed. No, I think I'm just going to watch Netflix. Yeah, I'm going to binge Netflix. I'm going to avoid. This is way too hard for me. And then you're gone for 3 weeks. And it comes to that last week of the month. And you're like, crud, munkers. I had all these big plans, all these big goals. And then you totally freak out. You kill yourself. You work hard. You get out of your comfort zone. You think you're going to die. You pray. God, do a miracle. It's this vicious cycle. So to have core confidence, you have to avoid the difficulties. You have to show up every single day. That difficult is where you discover you. That's where you realize, man, I got some grit. Like I got some true potential here. I can do this. I have pretty strong character. I really can figure things out. That's where you build that core confidence. So I want you to pull out paper and pen. You know, usually when I train, I make you do some work. Because guys, bottom line is, if you don't do the work on yourself, you won't get where you want to go. I promise you. I promise you. I didn't do the work that was my personal mindset work for years and years because I thought, I got this. Like, I know I'm strong. It wasn't until I did the work, because the work uncovered the subconscious that I didn't even know was there. The work uncovered the lies that had entangled me. The being still and doing the work is what built me, my character, my confidence, my authenticity, which we're going to talk more about in the coming weeks. You got to do the work. So I can't see you, but I hope you pulled out a pen and paper. Don't sit here. I know you've already read everything. You've looked at every bullet. Go back to the top. I want you to write down, where do you lack confidence in your business? Write it down. Is it training, posting, reaching out? Is it actually having a conversation and having to share with someone what you think is best for them? Is it public speaking? Is it actually having your own opinion and voicing it? Where do you lack confidence in your business? And I want you to think of very specific situations. So hopefully you've written down 3, 4, 5 things. But within that list, I want you to think of one specific situation. And I want you to write it down. And what was your red light story for that? What made you lack confidence? What made you believe that you weren't good enough or smart enough or high enough in the company, had enough experience, had the best testimony? What was the red light story? And then I want you to think about a time when you had situational confidence, something you were really good at. Like it moved so easy and so smooth. That conversation was just clicked. Write down that situational confidence. And what was the green light story about that? What was it about that that made it so good? That just gave you extreme confidence? And then I want you to think about how you can change. This is going to go past this training, but I really want you to take some time today or tomorrow. How can you change your red light stories where you lacked confidence so that you can show up every single day for you, for your family, and for your future? So that you can show up for people that need this opportunity in business, that need these supplements. How can you change so that you have green light stories, so that you're not tied to the results? They don't define you. So that you have such strong character, integrity, and confidence that you can do the work that needs to be done for you to have the future that you dream of and that God's called you to impact lives. And then I'm just going to close on, once again, the transformation, the formula for transformation. Your circumstance creates your thoughts, it creates your feelings, and those feelings create your actions. Is it a red light or a green light? Are you moving forward or have you shut down? Because that action creates your results. So how are you building your confidence, and where's that confidence coming from? And then I just want you to end with the idea. Once again, everyone muted, although I could just hear some sound. But do you believe? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you have been called into this business? Do you believe that you have a message for people to hear? Do you believe that you can create the confidence needed to move forward, to lift your lid, to impact lives, to create a legacy company, to build a large corporate organization, to lead your team, to onboard your new ambassadors? I want you to say, yeah, I believe. So I'm going to stop our screen share. I am going to stop our recording. For anybody that listened to this, we are going to stop because we're going to have open conversation and I want it to be confidential. But if you are listening to the recording, I really highly recommend that you do the work and that you really think through how to break those red light stories and create them into green light stories. But with that, I'm going to say goodbye to the recorded people.